Guys, there's no easy way to say this. And look, it's not you, but I've been cooking for someone else. Okay, so as you would have seen on my social media, I recently got married, alhamdulillah. With that fresh in my mind, as well as the fact that we are deep in wedding season, it got me thinking about wedding food, specifically canapes. You go on one end, you have the frozen food that you put on the table and it's not that great, it's a bit underwhelming. And you go on the other side and you bring someone in to make these canapes and they just cost an arm and a leg. So where do we go? Where do we find great canapes that are easy to make? Well, you found the right video. Today we're gonna be making some amazing canapes that are max like 5 to 10 minutes each, but will wow your guests and taste absolutely delicious. But before we get into the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to Saffron Alley, our sponsor for today's video. They provided us with some amazing meat, which we will talk about later. But for now, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so let's get started. We've got 3 canapes. I'm giving myself 10 minutes for each one. I feel like it's a good time constraint. We're gonna make a whole selection of canapes. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first one we're gonna do is a tuna and avocado sort of prawn cracker. It's so simple. And yeah, the first thing we're gonna do is literally just kind of get our avocados cut. To remove the seed, just very carefully and firmly twisting the knife, and that can go in just like that. Throwing it on the floor is optional as well. Whack the avocados in here. And I'm just gonna season it with literally just a nice pinch of salt.
Literally just a nice pinch.
And a squeeze of lemon. The lemon also helps it to stop browning, because with avocados they get really brown. If anyone's made guacamole before, you'll know that it's really hard to keep it nice and fresh. And I'm also going to drizzle in some oil just to help it sort of blend. So we're just going to put some of that in. Okay, and I'm literally just going to keep blending it until it forms a really nice smooth puree. Okay, let's do this. All right, that will do. We'll keep that to the side for now, and we'll get our tuna on the go. So we're going to cut the tuna into strips. Canapes are something that I learned first when I was working at the hotel. I was sort of put on functions. I used to work a lot of functions, and we had to get loads of canapes ready together. I'll probably insert a picture of some of the ones that I made like in the video here. So we used to make huge spreads for like business meetings and stuff like that. So it kind of got me thinking. And the thing about canapes is that like while they look really fancy, they don't have to be like super difficult to make. Let's just give that a nice sear. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do is take a bowl. Yeah.
Can you just mention that I invested in new bowls, so it's a big upgrade?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just to let everyone know that Faisal has amazing bowls in his house, and that's it. He upgraded recently, so you might be able to tell the difference between previous made halal videos and this. So I'm just going in a bowl with some salt and a bit of sesame oil. Just tipping all that tuna out onto the board. We are finished, and I'm just going to plate it up now. I'm going to put literally a dot of the avocado puree, which I've put in a piping bag, by the way. You don't have to. You can just sort of do it with a spoon, but the piping bag makes it a lot better. And I'm just going to put some dots of avocado puree on the plate. This is literally just going to help it to stick, because when you're bringing canapes around, you don't want it to move around everywhere and stuff like that. So we're just going to stick it down with a bit of the puree. Okay, and now we can put the tuna on top. I can't wait for you guys to try this. It's actually me so banging, not gonna lie. Not to gas myself up or anything, but. And literally what I'm gonna do is fill any negative spaces with the avocado puree. Canapes are about 2 things: the bite and the presentation. That's all it is. All you're getting is one bite, so the flavor has to be perfect. But then you also need a nice garnish. So I've got like this sesame kind of spicy seaweed thing that I'm putting on top. That I think looks quite nice. And it's got some seaweed, some sesame, some chili. And there is our first canape. Super simple, and it looks really visually pleasing. You can add some red to it if you want. You can add some more color, but this is a basic thing, and it's literally like 3 components, right? The tuna, the cracker, and the avocado. Okay, so we're just gonna take a quick break, because I don't know if you hear it, but Khalil's crying. I mean, I've only been married 5 days, and this is what I'm doing, cooking and feeding babies, and it's only been 5 days, but alhamdulillah, yeah. Okay,
so taking a baby break.
Taking a quick break. Before we move on to our next canape, I just want to give a massive shout out to our partner in today's video, Saffron Alley. Saffron Alley is a new way to buy halal meat in the UK. You can order it absolutely anywhere and have it delivered to your doorstep anywhere in the UK. So one of the things I'm really passionate about, which as Muslims we should really be, kind of considering, is the quality of our meat and how it's been raised. And the good thing about Saffron Alley is that they only work with farmers that treat their meat and sort of ethically raise it. And the meat is always slaughtered fresh, so it's delivered directly from the abattoir to Saffron Alley and then straight to you. So you're guaranteed fresh, ethical meat. Now there's two really exciting things that Saffron Alley have brought to us exclusively for a freshly grounded audience. The first is that we have a 15% discount code that you can use for any order that you place with Saffron Alley. And the second is a very exclusive giveaway. Now we all love free things, and what's better than a year's supply of free premium quality meat?
Almost nothing.
Exactly. So we've partnered exclusively with Saffron Alley, and on our Instagram alone and theirs, we're going to be doing a giveaway with them. Go head over to us right now and check it out. It's super easy to enter and you could win an amazing prize. Okay, so we're back from our break and Khalid has been fed. And fear not, he's done not one, but two massive burps. Okay, so second canapé, we are doing some lovely sort of potato, spice chorizo, some olives, some basil, some preserved lemon. It's going to be like a really nice sort of Mediterranean vibe to it. I kind of made it up, but I wanted to make something really special to go with the chorizo that Saffron Alley supplied with us. Chorizo is an annoying one because you go into a shop and it's like supermarkets and it says chorizo, but really it's like the most processed thing you've ever seen. But this looks like it's a real, you know, chorizo stick. So hopefully it tastes really nice and let's see how we get on with it. We're going to chop this up into sort of squares and that's going to make our canapé and it's going to be real good.
Yeah, but we'll save them. I'll make some chips.
Yeah, of course I'm saving them.
How you double cook chips? And I've done that once. It came out really nice.
Wow, you should be running this series instead. Amazing. So we turn this to the side and I'm going to cut just a few thin strips out of it, just like that. So we've just got like these little squares, and so the idea is that once we fry them up and stuff like that, you can literally just pick up one and just eat it, and it's literally like a plate in and of itself. That's the amazing thing about canapes. Like everything should be edible. You shouldn't have like none of this nonsense, like, you know, with lots of little plates, and like it should just be you pick it up, you walk, you eat it. So we've got these little squares. Put that to one side. Wow. So just chop the chorizo in half. Like, I'm not even just making this up, but like I've never seen a chorizo like that before, like halal, because it's so dense and like rich. So what I'm going to do is chop this up into sort of small pieces. Wow, that looks amazing. Okay, chop it up into small pieces. It's going to be super easy. Literally, we're just frying off the chorizo, frying off the potato in the oil. Give it a good season. Once it's nicely fried up, we can just literally just serve it up. It's going to be amazing. Nice bit of olive oil in the pan. And chorizo goes in, and the fat from the chorizo is going to start to render out slightly. It's going to become nice and crispy. All the flavor is going to go into the pan. Okay, while that's sizzling, we can go ahead and get everything else ready. I literally have some olives on the side, which are going to be super easy to prepare. I'm literally just going to take a few of them. Just move that to the side. So, like, not much seasoning is needed. We've already extracted so much. You can see the oiled color that's coming out of the chorizo. And a lot of it is going to go into that. So we're going to get a nice color on those potatoes. I'm going to give it a quick season with a dash of salt and a little bit of pepper. What I'm also going to do is take some preserved lemon. You can get these in like literally most supermarkets. I'm not going to put too much in, otherwise it's going to ruin the flavor. I'm just going to take like literally a small amount off and just chop it up into really fine pieces. Okay, and the last bit is the basil. I'm literally just going to roll it up. This is basically our whole dish. There's nothing more to do other than just to cook potato and you're good to go. Cool, and now this is ready to plate up. I'd say that's been about like 7 minutes in total. Like it wasn't that long. Yeah, so that's basically that. We just topped it off with some chorizo and a bit of basil is going on. Khalil's hungry, he wants to try it. And then that is our second canapé. I reckon that took quite a bit of time, but I reckon it was about 9 minutes in total. It was pretty close. That's that. Okay, so for our third and final canapé, we are going with a sort of savory pancake with creme fraiche, salmon, and some dill. And again, more of that chopped lemon. It's very refreshing, this one. It's super easy. You can make this beforehand, keep it in the fridge, keep it nice and cold. What we're going to do is start with a pancake batter. Super simple, you know, like a typical pancake batter, except we're not going to put any sugar in it because we want it to be nice and savory. So in a bowl with some self-raising flour, a nice hefty pinch of salt is going in as well. You know what, make it 2 eggs. We'll put 2 eggs in. And I'm going to give it a good whisk. And just a splash of milk to help it all kind of come together. You can make this totally dairy-free if you want. Okay, so pan's going on the heat. We are going to add a little bit of butter just to help this cook. And the way I'm going to do it is pouring it downwards. This is going to help create that circular kind of shape. So taking 1 spoon and just pouring it downwards will help create a nice circular shape. And we're just going to flip them over. And the great thing about this is that you can flavor it with absolutely anything. You can make a sweet version of this as well. You can use different kinds of fish. I'm using smoked salmon on top of this. You can do whatever you want. You can put chives through it as well if you want to make it more interesting. I'm just doing a sort of basic version. However you do it, it's going to come out really nice. Okay, so now we can basically put it together. I'll show you a cool trick actually. What we're going to do is take some smoked salmon. You hang it over one of your fingers, flip it over that way, and then you turn it inside out. And it will make a sort of, they call it salmon roses. I mean, does not look like a rose at all, but it's got a very nice sort of flower type of standing effect, and it kind of adds some height to the dish rather than just laying it flat. The next tip I'll give you, again, another thing we used to do at the hotel, take some creme fraiche. You're going to take a teaspoon, okay, and you're going to hold it away from you, and you're going to drag one side towards you, and you're going to keep doing this, and it creates like a, well, it's called like a canal basically, and what we're going to do is just make a nice space, pop that on top, just like that, and so you have a nice sort of finish. Anyone can do this. If you have teaspoons at home, which like literally everyone does, just try this out and it should work out. I accidentally bought the wrong creme fraiche. This is salted caramel creme fraiche. But it's for camera, it looks nice. It still looks like normal creme fraiche, but I looked at it and it says salted caramel. So we're just gonna finish it off with some of the chopped lemon. Lemon and salmon always go really nicely together. Just literally chop that up and stick it on top. What I've done is I've picked some dill and I put it in some cold water. That shocks the herb and allows it to kind of come up to life. If you take a look at dill, that is just, let's have a look. So if you take a look at dill, that's just normal. It's kind of sad and it's kind of flopped to the side. So when you put it in cold water, it shocks it, it brings it to life. These are another thing that you can do with like literally any herb to kind of wake it up and bring it back to life. I'm just going to shake off any excess water, and that goes on top just like that. And that is a very sort of, looks very fancy, is very easy, and that's our third canapé, and it would definitely be under 10 minutes, this one. Okay, so we've made our 3 canapés, all under 10 minutes. They're looking real good, but it's too many for me to eat by myself. Faisal, you want to come and have a try? I know he's looking up in the distance. Yeah, there we go. He wants to have a try. See what you think. Which one do you want to start with first?
They look amazing.
Thank you.
I'm not a big fan of like lemon and pickle and stuff though, so I don't think I'm going to try that one.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Like if I was at a wedding, I'd be like, sorry, what's in that? And then they'd explain it, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll go for this one. I want to try a tuna one first, because
I would try.
This looks like my kind of thing. Wow.
Good.
I always know that's going to be my favourite. That is amazing. No, but genuinely, I'm going to have another one.
Oh, wow, look at that. He's having a second one. I'm walking out.
I don't think...
I'm walking out.
Okay, what's in this one?
So that's a savoury pancake. It's got some smoked salmon on top, some creme fraiche, lemon and dill.
Okay.
There we go.
It's very nice.
Oh, good.
What I like about this one is it's got meat in it.
Yes. Putting meat on stuff, everyone's always going to like it.
Exactly. Okay, so give this a try. This is going to be an all-in-one thing.
Yeah, all in one. Oh, look at that. Big bite.
You can't have a conversation at a wedding.
No. You just gotta just hover around and just someone chats to you, just be like,
You get that. Respectfully, you got this. I've not had chorizo before.
No, neither have I. Not a proper one anyway. This is it's proper. It's good.
Amazing. It's really nice.
I really like it.
Really nice. It's smoky a bit actually.
Yeah, smoky, chewy, like spicy. It's good. It's really good.
It's a kind of texture I haven't had often before.
I'm a fan. Yeah. It's different. Because normally, like salami, when you bite it, it's quite just soft and processed. This has got bite to it.
Yeah, I've had some salami stuff, but this is filling.
Yeah.
Because it's thick.
It's quite like dense. It's good, man.
Look, I'm a fan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And why would you not wanna, after this review, subscribe to Freshly Grounded?
I thought you were going to say get married. Why would you not after this?
Get married, yes. Thank you, Yusuf. I'll let you end
No problem. Thank you. Well, that has been another episode of Made Halal.
Indeed, it has.
We listen to your recommendations as always, so
Indeed,
please leave a comment in the comments below.
Indeed, you must.
And we'll leave all the details for Saffron Alley in the description below as well.
Indeed, we will.
Indeed, we will. That has been another episode of Made Halal. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
As you were.